Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, aka Ruby T, and today we have something a little bit different for you. Okay, usually when you come on this channel, you're kind of used to Nuzlocke content, playthroughs, randomizers, that kind of stuff. Today we're going to talk about the VBA, which is a draft league I've been invited to play in, which takes place. We're starting next week, which is going to be really cool. It is set in the mold of the WBE, which is the kind of the Premier Draft League that takes place online. It features guys like Wolfie, Cybertron, those kind of guys. It's our little take on that. It's based around the current VGC format. It's 16 of us involved, and it's going to be really fun. Before I carry on, please remember, guys, subscribe to the channel, throw a like or a comment on the video. It really helps me and it's really kind. I'm going to take a little bit of time to try and explain what a draft league is, how it's going to work, how you can follow along with it, just in kind of very basic terms. If you want a more in-depth look at how this is going to work, I'll link my friend Rhett, my friend and now competitor Rhett, his channel in the description below, where we did a little longer video which kind of covers more in depth how this is all going to work. Okay, once I've done with the explanation, I'm going to play a game online. I haven't really done a lot of live battle and commentary before, so I'm going to see how that goes, and make sure we get all the sound levels correct and that kind of stuff, and give you guys a chance to put in some feedback, so that once we do get started recording this this draft league, which myself and most of the other competitors are going to do, so you really can follow along as much as you like, it should all be good for you. So a draft league, to start with, is really simple idea. It involves 16 players in a draft. Pokemon are put into different tiers. So in our case, we have Gmax right at the top, then tier 1, tier 2, 3, 4, and then there are a couple of other tiers which we're not going to touch too much on in this video, which is just kind of the not so good Pokemon, right? In our instance, we're allowed to draft one Gmax Pokemon, one Pokemon from tier 1, two Pokemon from tier 2, two Pokemon from tier 3, a Pokemon from tier 4, and then we're given some draft points which we can use to draft the remainder of our team, up to 11 Pokemon. Obviously, the draft points being a kind of way to make sure you don't have a too overpowered team and give you a bit of freedom in how you select. So, for example, if you look at the team on screen now, which is the one we're going to use in a battle in a moment, it's Aaron Zeng featured it on his channel a little while ago. It's got Galarian, Weezing, Regigigas, Tapu Fini, Urshifu, Blacephalon, and Colossal. Most of these are going to be tier 1 Pokemon, right? So if it's Gmax Urshifu, that's in the Gmax tier. Regular Weezing, I think, is tier 4. Galarian Weezing is tier 2. So this team we wouldn't be able to get this in the draft league. But it gives you an idea of how things are broken down, right? So regular Colossal would be fairly lower tiered. Gmax Colossal is higher tiered. And we put together a team based around those tiers. The draft is on Sunday, this Sunday coming. There's going to be a video go out about the team that I get. And what I'll try and do each week is record a brief kind of rundown on how we're going to attempt to play the battle coming up. I'll let you know what the team I draft is. And as I say, after that, I'll record all the battles, and I'll put them on the channel. And hopefully, if we make it to the end of the regular season in a decent spot, nice and high up, we'll have some playoffs and some post-league stuff for you. And who knows, maybe we can try and go all the way and win. That's the plan. But there's some good players in there, some guys who I've battled against before. So yeah, that's basically the rough idea. If you do want to know a bit more, like I say, I'll link Rhett's channel in the description below, where you can also find all the ways to follow along, the Discords, the Twitters, all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna bore you with all that stuff right now, because we're going to jump into a battle on the casual ladder with this Regigigas team and see how we go. A reminder, you're always welcome to subscribe, put a like on the video anytime you like. I've also got the Discord, the Ruby T Discord on screen now for you, so you can. There's no excuse why you don't need to go and join us there. It's a really great little community, and we can have some fun. So let's search for a trainer. Like I said, we're on the casual ladder, so we could come up against absolutely anything. Against Sugar Baby 666. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so it looks like we've got Indeedee, Ninetales, the stupid ice horse, whose name I don't know, haven't even played the DLC yet, Runiclus, the ice electric thingy, and Milotic. So good from me knowing all the names. That's really good. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't just lead Wheezing Regigigas here. I know Trick Room's going to go up, but I don't know how we can actually, to be honest, I don't know how we stop it in this instance. Regigigas is so bulky that even if Trick Room does go up, I mean, we should one-shot the Indeedee if it follows me. And we should take one hit from pretty much anything, even that Glastria. That's its name, Glastria. We should even take a hit from that. So I think Regigigas Wheezing is the way to go. I mean, it's the only way to go with this team. And then in the back, Black Glasses Urshifu hits really hard. Blacephalon Colossal is kind of more of a meme. And in this matchup, it could work in this matchup, to be fair. The Mind Blown does a lot of damage, but I kind of wanted to feature Regigigas Wheezing, so we may have been able to win if we'd have gone Blacephalon Colossal, but we'll see. Good luck to my opponent. Good luck to me, obviously. But good luck to my opponent. I hope it's a good game. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of different sort of content. So it's not all just Nuzlocke, you know. Hopefully we can, we can do some good stuff in this VBA, and we can go ahead and try and win it. But there we go. Right, so, okay, that's interesting. I think Blacephalon Colossal would have actually been incredible here. So Ninetales can't get the hell up because of Wheezing's ability, which is really nice. So no Aurora Veil, and obviously no slow start for us. So I think we could quite happily... Do we Quake and get the boost into the Arctozolt? Which would give us obviously a special defense boost, which might be really nice going forward. Or do we go for the speed drop so that Wheezing can outspeed Ninetales next turn? Ninetales can't get hell up all the time Wheezing's alive, so I don't see any reason we maybe can't do this. And just protect Wheezing turn 1. Let's keep Wheezing alive. And we can look at maybe outspeeding next turn. If we go for a max strike next turn, lower their speed, that might work. So we are going to Dynamax first, which is kind of expected. Obviously rocking our nice suit and tie, because if we turn up to Pokemon battle, we have to dress the part, right? The Regigigas gets big shiny boy over here. I've never been sure whether I really like the design of Regigigas or whether it is just ridiculous. Okay, what's coming up? We've got Wheezing Protects, as we know, because we did it. And Aurora Veil, but it doesn't work. Our opponent perhaps doesn't realise the way that Wheezing's ability works. There's no hail, so they can't set up Aurora Veil. And we do take out the Arctozolt in one shot. I mean, I can't express to you quite how powerful Regigigas is, right? And with a special defense boost as well, and the Will-O-Wisp on Wheezing, if we can get a max strike off and get Wheezing to outspeed something to burn it, Regigigas really does become almost unkillable. I may live to eat my words. I don't know. Okay, Indeedee's up next. That should be fine, I think. To be honest, I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to max strike here, whilst max darkness might be the better option. I'd like to make sure... I'd like to see if we can outspeed... Actually, we're not going to outspeed the Ninetales. If we do max darkness, and Indeedee's not focus sashed, then the special defense drop on the Indeedee will give Sludge Bomb a good chance to KO the Ninetales. So let's try that. Ninetales can't do too... okay, fine. Our opponent just cancels. That's fine. Again, it's not too surprising, I don't think. I do feel for my opponent if he doesn't know quite how that mechanic works with Wheezing's ability and the hail there. So bad luck to my opponent. Obviously, it's a casual ladder, so it doesn't really matter. We're just going to do one more battle, just for my benefit, to be honest, to kind of get the hang of how to commentate and battle at the same time. It's really difficult because obviously when you battle on your own, you have all your time to think. You're not having to explain. And I want to make sure that when we do this VBA recording, it's really fun for you guys too. So this looks like more of a VGC team here with the Regidrago, Tornadus, Landorus, Blacephalon Colossal, and Celesteela. So this should be a real test. Obviously, Wheezing will shut down Dragon's, the Dragon's Maw, or whatever it's called, and Prankster, if it is Prankster Tornadus, although some Defiant Tornaduses have been running around. I've seen a few of those. We don't outspeed. Okay, so we outspeed the Tornadoes and we outspeed. So we don't outspeed Tornadoes. I don't know if we'll outspeed Landorus either with Regigigas. We may do actually. What's the speed stat? 167. I think maybe base 100. I think. I can't remember. Okay. the main thing is nothing can one-shot Regigigas. Not a thing. So we're going to go for it again. We'll bring Tapu Fini in the back, who looks really, really strong in this matchup. Like, really strong. And then, usually I would bring Urshifu if we're going for this, but part of me thinks, do I bring Blacephalon to deal with Celesteela? Because the one thing we really don't want is to be left in a Celesteela wall. And Urshifu doesn't match up that well. So yeah, okay, let's go for it. Good luck to my opponent. Hopefully this will be a slightly more competitive battle. The last one, as I said, was unfortunate. My opponent wasn't aware of the mechanics there. But hey, we're not always aware of these things. Everyone's got to learn. So, all right. I mean, it's just interested to see what the lead is. If it's Blacephalon Colossal, it is Blacephalon Colossal. Okay, so that's interesting. So if you don't know, Blacephalon Colossal is a little bit of a meme. Blacephalon uses Mind Blown, which is a really high base power special attack fire move, which hits all opponents and cuts its HP in half. That can activate Colossal Steam Engine to make it go nice and fast. What we're going to do here is Max Quake the Colossal, and we're going to protect Weezing again, because Regigigas should be able to take, I don't know how much exactly it will take from Mind Blown, but it should be able to live it. Obviously, Weezing's ability, being neutralizing gas, shuts down Colossal Steam Engine, so it won't outspeed. So I think this is a pretty safe play. I imagine from Mind Blown we'll take half damage. That's my guess on the Regigigas, and hopefully nothing on the Weezing. Unless my opponent goes to a really kind of big brain play and Dynamaxes the Blacephalon, but I somehow don't think that's going to happen, because obviously Mind Blown is what you want to use it for. This opponent may be aware of Weezing's ability. I would hope so. I mean, Weezing's been around long enough now for us to kind of know what it does. So Weezing protects, which we know that's going to happen. My opponent does not Dynamax. He does use Mind Blown, hits into Weezing's protect, will hit Regigigas and his Colossal. Regigigas, as I've tried to say to you guys, right? Regigigas is so strong. It is so unbelievably strong. It just does not care. So what we do now as well, for next turn, is we get the special defense boost onto Weezing. Because Mind Blown is a strong attack, like, don't get me wrong, and we don't want to lose Weezing, because if Weezing goes down when you're running this team, Regigigas becomes kind of useless, right? So again, for those of you who don't know, Regigigas has the ability Slow Start, which means for the first, I think it's 5 turns of the battle, it has halved speed and halved attack. Okay, so obviously what that means is it's not so useful. Weezing's ability stops other Pokemon's abilities. As you see there, when Landorus switches in, there's no Intimidate. We have Max Hailstorm to hit the Landorus with, which is really nice. I'm just trying to think here. So Mind Blown is won't KO us, but if we get doubled by the Landorus, we could lose Weezing, which would obviously not be great. Unless, if we hit Landorus with Max Strike, and then, no, surely Max Hailstorm's going to do enough either way, I would think. We could go for the double, but I think it might be safer to just go for the Will-O-Wisp into Landorus, just in case this doesn't work out quite how we hope. Okay, so Blacephalon comes back, which is nice, into Celesteela, just as we thought there would be Celesteela involved. So basically, Regigigas outspeeds anyway. Okay, well, I think this game might be just about over then. That's obviously going to pick up the knockout. Weezing will get the Will-O-Wisp off onto Celesteela. I think we would have been safe either way, because if Landorus goes for an Earthquake, both my Pokemon will live that. If he goes for a max move into Regigigas, he will definitely live that too. That's a shame. Okay, there's still a chance then. Yeah, if he goes for a max move into Regigigas, he will live. If he goes for a max move into Weezing, Weezing will obviously go down. But at the same time, if Weezing goes down, Regigigas' max Hailstorm will probably still do a very good amount to Landorus, if not just flat out KO it. I'm guessing a Blacephalon is Choice Scarfed, which is why our opponent switched it back out again. What I'm going to do here is land the max Darkness into Blacephalon to lower the Celesteela's special defense. I'm going to protect Weezing again, so that when we do bring out Blacephalon a bit later on, it will outspeed and it should be able to one-hit KO Celesteela with its own Mind Blown. So we're in a pretty good spot now, especially if I'm assuming the Celesteela will Dynamax here. If we can stall this out before we bring Blacephalon in, and we get this special defense shot, we should be pretty good, I think. But we'll see. You can never be certain of these things. He may surprise us, our opponent, or she. I'm not sure. I can't tell there. But I think we're in a pretty decent spot. I certainly hope so. So yeah, Weezing will protect. I'm guessing Blacephalon will move first. It won't outspeed. It will outspeed. Okay, it's got a Trick, which gives us a Choice Scarf, I presume. We'll take our Life Orb. I don't think that matters too much, because this thing's going down to a max Darkness here. Yep, great. And more importantly than the Blacephalon going down, which it's always going to do, it's pretty frail. Way more importantly than that is the special defense drop on the Celesteela. I didn't actually see it. I presume there was a special defense drop on the Celesteela. He gets his defense boost. That's not too much problem for us. As we know, we've got Blacephalon in the back. What I can always do next is send in Tapu Fini, let my opponent kind of not be aware of the Blacephalon, just to stall out the Dynamax. That is if we do get knocked out this turn. We may not even get knocked out this turn. So yeah, we'll see. Ice Punch always has the chance for the freeze. However, the stat changes with Dark Lariat don't get taken into account. So this will probably do slightly more damage, and we're just going to Will-O-Wisp. If he does go with Max Steel Spike into the Weezing, we've got the Babiri Berry. So again, that's pretty tasty. It just doesn't do too much to our good old Celesteela there. There we go, yeah. So into the Babiri, which means we get yet another turn of Weezing Regigigas sticking around. And this is, if you're looking for a team to lather with, to get you from like Pokeball to Master Ball, this is a really good choice in my opinion. You do lose hard to certain matchups. If you don't get a burn on Metagross, for example, it can be very difficult to beat Metagross, especially if you use Dark Move and set off its weakness policy. But if you're looking for a quick way to go from Pokeball up to Master Ball, and you're struggling for a team, I would recommend it, because it's really easy to use, like super easy to use. So I'm just going to go for the same again, and I'm going to protect Weezing, and I'm just going to make sure we stall out the Dynamax. So we've won this battle, regardless, I think. But I just want to make sure we kind of keep this thing taking hail damage and burn damage for as long as possible, just to guarantee that KO with Blacephalon when it comes back in. So yeah, hits Regigigas. We do finally go down. I think we're now in a safe enough spot to bring in Blacephalon. Although I presume it will have Protect. Blacephalon will get 2 chances to whack it with Mind Blown. And if by that time he's protected twice, we'll have taken extra burn damage. I think bringing in Tapu Fini here gives him a chance to set up Leech Seeds, and we don't really want that to happen. So big shiny Disco Ball head. And the really great thing is as well, by the way, because it's no longer Dynamax, you get to see the Mind Blown animation. So I really hope he doesn't forfeit here. I really truly hope he doesn't forfeit, because I don't know if you've seen the Mind Blown animation before, but it's really cool. I'm gonna go for the double protect, because obviously we don't want to lose Weezing, but I'm not sure it'll matter. So Weezing protects. He does not get it. So here you go. Yeah, this is a really cool animation. It's one of my favorites. I think it's really cool. There you go. He throws his little disco ball head in the air. Boom, and we win the battle. So there we go. GG to my opponent. Yeah, no, a better game than the first one. So I think I'll wrap it up there. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks very much for watching. It's really appreciated. Please come and check out the VBA. I'll put the VBA Discord and Twitter in the link below. But go and check out Red's video. There'll be another one on there Monday after the draft's been done. I will keep you guys updated with my draft team. And yeah, I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun. So thanks very much for turning out. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.